So in this video I want to shortly speak about sex magic, what it is and why we should do it, or what the benefits are. I feel many people are practicing at the moment. I see more and more workshops coming up and offers around sex magic, and it's very exciting. And I do understand that if you don't know what it is, that it sounds maybe way out there or somehow too mystic or too promising, just maybe even just another hippie thing. So yeah, sex magic. So I want to first speak a bit about the part of the magic. So what is magic? Magic is basically all about intention. It's the intention of creating something. So we all know the phrase abracadabra, I'm pretty sure. And abracadabra actually means I create as I speak, which is very beautiful, I think. So when the wizard or the witch or whoever says those words of abracadabra, I create as I speak, there is this intention of creating something, of shifting something, of moving something. And that's the same for any kind of magic. And so when we go into, or when we use the phrase sex magic, that is basically a very big part. It means that we have an intention, there is something, there is a direction that we want to go to and really want to make it happen. We really want to tap into the power of creating that. And we're connecting it to the sex, to sexuality on purpose, because we're connecting it to the sexual energy. Sexual energy is life energy. It's the energy that we are birthing from, whether that is a human being or that can even be a project or a plan that you have, or your business or private life or whatever. So we're mixing the intention that we're having, or a vision, with the power of birthing, with the power of creating, of bringing something to life. So in a sex magic ritual, what it is not about rushing towards orgasm. It's not even about having orgasm. It's not even actually about being aroused. Like, that is all absolutely welcome, and any feeling or emotion is allowed to come up. And that can be as well some anger or sadness, as much as pleasure or arousal, or eventually an orgasm. But it's not about this. It is really about tuning in to your visions, to your intention, to whatever it is that you want to create, and setting yourself up for actually realizing that. And when we are living our life, we're often very much outward oriented. So we try to find the solution or the luck or the happiness outside, or the love or the richness. But really, it's all already inside. And I know we're saying that so often, and we hear it over and over again, and it's one of those simple sentences. But when they eventually in our practice start to fully land, then that is also where magic is created. When we have this full embodied knowledge that we all carry it within us. But we need to be able to see it, and we need to be able to feel it. So I like to use the example of, for example, you want a new car or you want a red one, and all of a sudden you walk around in a city and you see all those red cars standing there. Or you want a new hair color or a new haircut, and you've never seen that before, and you pick some, and then you walk around and all of a sudden you see all those people with their haircut. So it's not that it hasn't been there before. It's just that you didn't see it. It's just that your attention wasn't directed towards it. Your attention was elsewhere. So when we go into a ritual of getting clarity about our intention and vision, sometimes it's not even that we know the details, but maybe it's more a feeling or a sensation that we want to create, that we want to tap into. So when we go into ritual to set our whole body, our whole cells, every part of our being up for it, then we're creating the chance that we also see it. And that then when we walk around in life, that we see those little things of what we wanted to call in, and we see them maybe in the outside, but we will certainly see them a lot within us. And also, even if it's not the big thing yet, like let's say you really want to create, I don't know, a loving relationship, or you really want to find your purpose and have clarity about that. So if we walk around in the frequency of, I want that, I would like that, or maybe that would be great, that is a very different energy than carrying the sense within you of this is actually possible. It's actually already out there. I've seen it, I've been there. Like if it wasn't there somehow already, we could not even imagine it. So in a sex magic ritual, we are setting up our heart, our third eye, our willpower, our sex, our root, our crown, everything, our mind, our body, our spirit, our soul. We're setting it up for tapping into a new reality, or for tapping into something that you're already in, but you want to magnify it, you want to make it bigger, or it's something new that you want to call in. But we're really setting up our whole being to get there, to see it, to actually be able to receive it also. Often we want things, but we're not ready to receive them. And so they are not coming, at least we think so. But most likely they're already around us and we just don't see them because we're not ready. We're just often not ready and not in an inner state yet to really go there. There's too many blockages or too much unclarity also. There's often so much uncertainty of, is this really what I want? How do I get there? Like we are so busy, our minds are so busy with the how. Like how do I actually create this? Like, yeah, I want a relationship, so cool, what do I have to do now? Okay, I'm going to read this book, I'm going to do a workshop, I'm going to learn about different attachment styles and relationship styles. So we are immediately tapping into the doing. Like our identity feels amazing when it can do, when it can prove that it has value and that it's doing something, so it must be good, right? But that's the identity. And often it is really so much more about creating that inner sense of how does that feel? How would that make me feel? So with Sex Magick, we are tapping into those realms where it's already happening, so that we are getting the sense of like being ready for it, that we're losing the fear, and that we are tapping and allowing more clarity. Yeah, and that is why I love Sex Magick and why I feel it is a really potent power to set ourselves up for making progress, for growing, for deepening whatever it is that we're already in.